Well, if you saw yesterday's video where I unlocked my first Mythic S grade, which was the Dragon Breath, by the way, I also said in that video that there was a possibility that I could even unlock 2 or 3 more of these Mythic S grades. And I will say, one of them today we did unlock, but I almost made a very bad decision. I wanted these things so bad that I almost used my limited chest, which I used the 180 keys for, to use on a Shadow Ring. I know, look at me funny. I was considering it and I said, why am I doing this? I want to get the Whisperer inside the game. I would never do this. This is not a smart move. But for a split second there, I was considering it. But the S grade I actually took up to Mythic is going to be the Proof of Glory. Now, hang on, I know what you're thinking. I did go and rank this a pretty low rating on the tier list, but that was back then. This is now. And just like every YouTuber out there, they'll say one thing one day and then they'll say something else the next. But this thing really isn't as bad as I initially thought. Yeah, Reckoning Badge, I absolutely loved it, and even the Bloody Grail, but this thing has a pretty awesome stat for it being at that Mythic state. We've talked about it plenty of times before of going up to chapter 81 that your damage reduction cap is 75%. And then once you get past that point and you work your way up to I think like 130 or wherever, it slowly creeps up. But the next one is around 130%. And this Mythic stat is going to be damage reduction plus 25%. So one of the trickiest parts about going and taking all this stuff to Mythic, which you'll probably find out yourself, is having enough fodders to burn into making one of these things. And in order for me to go and make this, I actually had to take my Bloody Grail from +1 and reduce it just down to a +0, I guess you would call it. And by doing that, that allowed me to have that extra level inside there that I could take this to Mythic. Now, we're losing an actual level on that may be a big deal. There's one other kicker on this that I'm actually considering, and I really want your guys' advice on it. Should I be taking my Icy Bubble that I'm really not using at all and taking this to Mythic +1? Let me know in the comments. It'll be a big help because I'm really considering it, and if I shouldn't be doing it, I need people to stop me. So by taking this to Mythic and actually losing a level on that Bloody Grail there, my CP only went up like 5 million. And to be completely honest with you, when I went into battle, there wasn't a single difference with that damage reduction. And the reason behind that is I'm pretty much capped out for where I need to be. I actually overshot when I rolled my stats last time with saying at 128% on the basic and then 155 on the skill. And my actual damage reduction before getting this was about 12.5%. So I only need to be really around 130, but I'm saving those spirit stones for the next time the event pops up, and then I can really re-roll and fine tune. So that was another reason I really wanted to get in here and get this thing, because if I am going to re-roll, this is going to be knocking 25% off of each of those, leaving other stats open that I can work on and really kind of tweak my build. But don't get me wrong on this one here, if you don't have this at Mythic, I'd still be running either a Reckoning Badge or a Bloody Grail before it, but getting to Mythic, it definitely is a high priority given how important that damage reduction is. We're currently only 4 Whisperers away from taking that to Mythic, and like I said, we only need 1 Shadow Ring. So if you guys want to know all about that Dragon Breath armor and how OP that is, take a look at this video right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.